Hello, fellow admirals, and welcome back. Wolf 190D here with a campaign update. As you can see, it is January 1918 from a 1910 start. And I do have a few battles, but this was the interesting development over here in Europe. The French decided to go back to war with me, and I took over the rest of mainland France. And as you can see, also, I managed to steal a good bit of southern England from the British. Wales did rebel, which I guess I'm not terribly worried about that. But nonetheless, the war in Europe is going pretty well. Um, that's due to, let me see here, if you manage to keep your army logistics up. Now, there are a couple of ways to do that. I've taken to building some heavy cruiser-led fleets and small battle cruiser detachments to provide sea control for a lot of different areas. Now, battle cruisers, I guess one school of thought is that they are intended to run by themselves, but what I have started doing actually is sticking a destroyer or two with the battle cruisers for a couple of reasons. One is improved submarine defense. But the more important aspect of it is in combat, you use your destroyers as spotters so that your battle cruisers can more effectively engage surface ships. Now, what I am considering, and this is just a thought, but what I am considering is starting to outfit battle cruisers with the stereoscopic rangefinders as opposed to the coincidence rangefinders. Coincidence rangefinders are great because they have a really good base accuracy rating plus very, very high aiming speed. But I'm starting to consider using the battle cruisers more for long range engagements. So keeping a distance, maybe picking off enemy battleships at range, and again, using destroyers as spotters. But anyway, I do have a convoy, and as you can see, I haven't been doing much over in Asia. The only thing I did is earlier I took Aniaria and Port Moresby from the British so that I have total control of the North Oceania sea zone. And also I managed to take a couple of spots in Southeast Asia from, but most of my focus actually has been over in mainland Europe. And also of another note, politically speaking, the monarchy got overthrown and we are now the German Republic. So, all things to consider, but I do have a convoy battle here. I would like to raid this convoy from the Japanese. Now, it's not probably, this is my original light cruiser build at the start of this campaign. I'm still using those. I haven't gotten the modern cruiser hulls yet, but we shall see how they fare against the much larger Japanese class of light cruisers here. And he apparently built those in 1911. My updates, refits, I've been trying to keep on top of. And I just recently, and I haven't had time to update the old Stetton class yet, but I did just recently unlock the ability to mount double turrets on the light cruisers, which is a very, very nice little upgrade. And as you can see, I also have RDFs. I've been researching pretty hard to try to unlock the RDF technology, and that's what's nice about the RDF is I no longer have to do the retreat trick. Now, let's go ahead and get all of my ships ready for action. And this is one of my original destroyer models. I'm going to go ahead and use him as the scout. But let's see how these old Stettons do. Like I said, this is my original light cruiser build. 3 single 6-inch guns. I have since updated those to have just 2 dual turrets. And it looks like he is still using the Mark III 2-inch guns. So I recently did a refit on these. I don't fool around too much with towers and whatnot after, but I do try to keep the weapons and various combat systems up to date. So, other technologies that have recently come up are full oil boilers, which is very nice. They make your ships much, much lighter. And let's see. Did the light cruiser save forget those transports? I'm going to save my own skin. Excuse me. A little coffee this morning. Hopefully this isn't a ghost battle. No, there goes another ping. And he said forget those transports. Oh well, what you gonna do, right? But they are armed transports. However, these destroyers that I have set up, they as you can see, those 5-inch guns with the high capacity. Nope, these guys still have nose fuse. But even with that, the 5-inch deck guns with minimal armor penetration, they just slice right on through transports. And a dud torpedo. Those are still problems. Lots and lots of dud torpedoes. And I'm not going to spend the rest of today trying to chase down those little guys. So, not a great showing, but nonetheless, how to do transports. You do want to attack transport fleets and defend your own. Actually, incidentally, that is a point to make. If you're new to the game or experienced and wondering why you're losing so many transports, if you skip over your transport defense missions, and I have seen this before, it does sink all of the transports on that. So, you know, if it's a couple, maybe if you're strapped for time, you can go ahead and skip it if you really want to. I don't recommend it because, as I've said, if you skip transport convoy defense missions, you lose the convoy, basically. So, meanwhile, the convoy attacks, again, you can skip over those. Typically, I do if it's just a couple. It does provide the opportunity to sink some enemy combat ships more often than not, but as you could see here, he abandoned his convoy. So, anyway, as always, thank you for stopping by. Please like and subscribe if you are enjoying the content, and I will see you next time.